The Federal Reserve keeps its benchmark interest rate steady for the sixth session in a row, citing a struggle to bring inflation down. While the Fed Chair Jerome Powell downplayed a prospect of rate hikes this year. Our correspondent Moon Hye-ryeon starts us off.
The U.S. Central Bank froze interest rates for the sixth consecutive time as inflation continues to persist. Following the latest Federal Market Open Committee meeting on Wednesday, benchmark interest rates in the U.S. remain in the 5.25% and 5.5% range. This latest decision comes as recent data show that the Consumer Price Index jumped by 3.5% in March compared to the same month the year before, prompting Fed officials to keep rates high. The Fed's preferred core inflation gauge in the same month, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, also rose by 2.8% on year. With stalled progress towards its target goal of bringing inflation down, it's increasingly likely that the central bank will maintain its restrictive monetary policy as it seeks greater confidence that inflation is coming down.
But inflation is still too high. Further progress in bringing it down is not assured, and the path forward is uncertain. We are fully committed to returning inflation to our 2% goal.
But the Fed also ruled out the possibility of a rate hike in the next meeting in June, with a resilient U.S. job market which saw an average of 276,000 payroll job gains per month in the first quarter of the year and low unemployment rates.
So I think it's unlikely that the next policy rate move will be a hike. I'd say it's unlikely. Our policy focus is really what I just mentioned, which is how long to keep policy restrictive.
This outlook was met with mixed responses from the U.S. stock market, some indexes rising and some falling. The benchmark S&P 500 and tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped about 0.3% as the market widely predicted that rates would stay unchanged, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average ended 0.2% higher than the previous close. Following the Bank of Korea's decision last month to maintain South Korea's benchmark interest rate, the rate gap between the two countries remains at its highest ever at 2 percentage points. Moon Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.